Good morning, peoples. Let's jump in here for ROUNDHILL. We also have the new fund launched, rdt&e, which is the Russell 2000. So that launched, I think, yesterday, the 20th, the 10th. The first payment appears to be, if it follows everything it's been traditionally, will be 2 weeks. Sorry, their declaration will be 2 weeks from today, which would be 25. So we can look for a declaration on September 25th for rdt&e, and then an ex-dividend the following day, and then a payment date of 9/27. Obviously, the regular QDTE and XDTE will continue to pay, declare every Wednesday, pay every Friday, and Thursday is the ex-dividend date. Okay, let's jump in here. Let's go to the detail first and then come back. So I put this in a couple of places. Um, so what are they paying this week? Well, they're paying pretty good, right? 33 cents on XDTE, the S&P 500. What is the price? $50.98 was the closing price on Tuesday the 10th. So this is pre-market now. So we're showing a yield that you would get on Friday if you bought today, although the fund is down 45 cents from the previous closing last week. It still has a pretty good yield of 34%. All right, so let's go down to QDTE, the NASDAQ 100. Well, look at this, 44, almost 44 and a half cents, peoples. So nice, nice, nice. Now, it was also down, but I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was Monday. Was Monday the day that the NASDAQ just soared? Um, so that had a little bit to do with it, but primarily it's a nice yield of 56.75. So nice payday for those of you in QDTE. Now we've had higher. Look at these four consecutive payments. Back when it was running pretty well, this was 731. This was the beginning of that awful week, right? They declared on the 7th, and you guys remember the 5th and the morning of the 6th, and then we started to recover. And then it went down and didn't pay well last week, or 2 weeks ago, went to 32, and now all of a sudden it's up. So kudos on that one. Good job, ROUNDHILL, um, on earning the money. All right, let's go over to this. This isn't always exciting for everybody, but it's pretty darn truthful despite that, right? So what happens here? Well, we generate this stuff based on the length of time involved, right? So I end up making it annualized. So the biggest problem you have with QDTE compared to the S&P 500, so the NASDAQ 100, it's yielding, look at its return. It's yielded $8 on a much lower initial, this is the inception price, right? Um, Back on March 17th, I think, was when it launched. March 10th, March 17th, something like that. Oh, yeah, I say right there, March 7th. Sorry. So 46.44, and it's now 40.83. So that's down. Okay. And if you annualize that, um, that's where you get hurt versus the dividend, right? So you've got a 12.08. Well, we're a little bit past halfway for 365, right? 180 would be 360. We're now up to like 376 days. So that's why you don't double this number anymore. So the loss on XDT is only 2.82%, right? It's trading at 50, almost 51 compared to 52 and a half on the launch date. This one is down almost $6, right? So your percentage on your NAV loss. I know a lot of you just want to say, well, I'm getting all that money, it'll take care of itself. And I don't sort of disagree long term, but you also have to say, how am I performing versus another asset at any moment in time? So your dividend annualized, this dividend is lower, it's 11.84. So it's not quite double, close. It's 22.99 that you've earned on XDTE, and then you've only lost 5%. If you take this 282 and assume you're going to lose the same amount over the next period of time, it's a little less than 564, right? A little bit past the halfway mark. So you've got a net yield with no NAV loss, then your total return is the difference between your dividend yield, right, annualized, and your NAV loss or gain annualized. And this is where QDTE gets hurt, right? Because it's saying, okay, well, you got a 12% in 6 months and a few days. So in 5 months, almost another 6 months, you could lose 23% um, of your NAV, but you are gaining 33.6% in yield, which is nice. I mean, this is 2/3 of this, right? They're almost perfectly, a little bit less than, a little bit more than 2/3, right, of this guy. But not, it's 17% is nothing to sneeze at all. So it's obviously in total return winning. So I'm not always so sure why everybody loves the Nasdaq, especially going forward. I think you've got more diversity, obviously, by owning the S&P 500. So that's what I got for you, people. Um, let's see if I can tell you anything else, any words of wisdom here as I wrap up. No, I just wanted to explain this to you mainly. And again, RDTE, right? That's the new symbol for the Russell 2000. I won't be able to um, do anything in reporting on it next week, but in 2 weeks from today, I'll be happy to do its first payout, right? So RDTE, that's what you're looking at for the Russell 2000, peoples. Okay, I'll let you go again. This is Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Let's fill this in for a second. 9, 10. Now we actually have a date. All right, peoples. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Have a great day ahead. Bye for now.